Alexei Reznikov, welcome back to the program. I wonder what you think your president can achieve when he gets to the White House. And I just want to start by saying this. Trump has just said the relationship with Zelensky did get a little bit testy, but he will certainly try to get as much land back for Ukraine. He says that Russia is behaving well and that they are well on their way to this peace deal. What did you... Give me your reaction.
You know, Christian, I would think that President Trump, he's a former businessman, and President Zelensky also is a former businessman, very successful businessman. So they became politicians. So they will have the equal communication in the White House. As a businessman, they will use the business approach and simultaneously political approach. In all types of negotiation, sides should recognize the real needs and interests of the sides. We see this is not bilateral negotiation process between Ukraine and Russia. This is multilateral negotiation process. So that's why we need to recognize the interests of the United States, the interests of Ukraine, the interests of Russia, certainly, the interests of the European Union, European countries, and probably the interests of the China, which is staying behind the Russia. So I think that it would be... Yes.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to ask, because you were there, as I say, in the room in one of the first rounds shortly after the invasion of trying to get some kind of resolution to this. How did it go? Remind us what happened there.
You know that it was real traditional Russian approach to trying to conducting negotiation from the position of the force or the power. And they trying to deliver to Ukrainian side the so-called polite way of the capitulation. So that's it.
And do you think, from everything you see, and I assume you're on top of Russian media and you have all sorts of avenues of information that maybe we don't have here, do you see anything since Trump has started this discussion about ending the war from Russia, from Moscow, that suggests that they're changing or doing anything other than what you just said, demanding capitulation, however diplomatically?
I saw different types of footage from the Russian side. They starting new approach, trying to deliver to their population that probably they will fight with their hurrah patriotic units. So I think that they see the big economical situation in their country. You can check the report of the central bank, I mean leader of the Central Bank of Russia. They're raising the interest for the credits. So I think that's in the interest of Russia to stop this war also.
So he said that, I mean, I guess it's unfair to ask you, but Trump said that Putin would also have to make concessions. Can you imagine any, I mean, today, it's probably, obviously a negotiating in public, but Moscow said non-negotiable. Whatever's been occupied and annexed by Russia, probably since 2014, is non-negotiable.
I'm sure they will start with this position, because in all kind of negotiation should be zone of possible agreement, and they have this zone, and they will trying to deliver to the Trump administration that something is non-negotiable, like Crimea, for example, or Lugansk or Donetsk. But I don't know what kind of the arguments will be delivered from the Washington, D.C. to the Moscow, to the Kremlin. And as I heard that they just finished the meeting in Istanbul, in Turkey, between Russia and American sides. So this is not easy process, but I see it's going on a good way.
So you're positive then? You feel more positive about this?
You know, I'm an optimist, including the February 2022. I keeping my optimism. It's my key how to survive in this world.